doesn't have to do a lot with self-discipline at all. Whether you were supposed to go work out, get something productive done, you failed at it again, or you late night ate again, knowing you weren't supposed to, you told yourself you weren't supposed to, you're hard on yourself, you're lenient on yourself, it feels like you've tried everything. I feel you on a spiritual level. In today's video, you'll be discovering why you keep making the same mistakes repeatedly over and over again. So first, how this video is going to go is I'm going to tell you why we do this in terms of psychology and action and just human behavior. And then I'll give you 3 steps to fix it. And these are going to be very digestible, easy steps that you can take starting today to work towards this. And if you've never seen me before, my name is Carmen. On this channel, I share with you my experience, mistakes, things I've learned overall life just to shortcut your success for you. So majority of people think that just because you have self-discipline or you lack self-discipline, that causes your action towards things, why you do things, and why you disappoint yourself sometimes, why you make yourself proud, why you accomplish things. You get the point. But it doesn't have to do a lot with self-discipline at all. Just imagine your self-discipline as, I don't know, like a bank account. Starting off in the morning, each decision you make costs you a certain amount of money. The bigger decision, the more expensive it's going to cost. And each time you make a decision, that's money deducted from your bank account. So at the end of the day, when you're making so many decisions from what kind of coffee should I drink, what am I going to wear for work, what am I going to eat for breakfast, what project should I work on first, should I take the kids to school, homework, you know, there's a million decisions. Even taking a shower or brushing your teeth is a decision. By the end of the day, a lot of us are drained on the self-discipline bank. Inevitably, it's not your fault that it's harder and harder to make the right decision, even though you had told yourself the night before or you told yourself in the morning, you set the tone for the day. It's just scientifically and realistically, you just don't have enough, not willpower, you have the willpower and motivation, but you don't have enough of that decision-making power at the end of the day to do what is right. So despite analyzing your situation, let's just give late night eating for example, because I know a lot of us love food. So despite even me writing, I'll show you, no food on bed, I'm eating food in bed. A lot of times. So the next day, I'm analyzing, why did I do that? What triggered me to do that? Is there emotion I'm covering up? And I'm just digging deep with myself. But despite however deep I'm digging and all my efforts, I still end up doing it the next day and I feel disappointed. And it just becomes this whole cycle where I'm harder on myself, and that's way more destructive than it is constructive or productive. I didn't try to rhyme, but you know. No, I'm just joking. Okay, no, seriously, I'm in a weird type of mood today, but I'll just answer your question up front. How do we stop this? At the end of the day, yes, it's only me or you putting the food in our mouths or laying in bed instead of going to the gym or whatever it may be for you, okay? But the only person that can also take action is us. So in order to want this, it can't just be a mental or physical thing. It has to be a mind-body connection. And I just know I got real spiritual up in here. But let me just simplify it in simple steps for everybody, just so we all are not overwhelmed. So number 1 thing is accountability. This could mean a variety of different things. Always measure effort, not outcome. And I know I just told you we have a certain amount of willpower, but at the same time, we can still set ourselves up for success ahead of time, right? When we want to make the right decision. It's not saying that at the time when you create or repeat that mistake again, that you don't want to make the right decision. It's just simply out of your control. So we want to control as much as we can and not trust ourselves, but believe in ourselves. Yeah, girl, one more time for the people in the back.
Not trust ourselves, but believe in ourselves.
So accountability. I'm just going on all types of tangents. It could be a buddy to buddy. So you tell your friend, your mom, your family, anyone, hey, I'm gonna do this. Can you make sure I do it? But add a little fun to it. Just have a fun punishment. And if I don't do this, then this is my punishment.
Hey guys, editing Carmen here. Not looking the cutest, but that's besides the point. So I just feel like I needed to clarify this part. When I say punishment, I don't want you guys to give yourself a punishment that you'll dread or hate yourself for or just feel bad about at all. I'll just give you an example. So me and my friend, we're holding each other accountable to finish a book by a certain time. And if we don't meet the goal that we're telling each other we're going to keep each other accountable for, then my punishment will be to buy them a book. It's something as fun, easy, and simple as that. How do you stop this?
And that way you're held accountable. So even when you lack all that willpower, your body physically takes the action over your mind. And maybe there's some personal goals that you don't want to share and shout all over to the world. I get you. So this is one new thing I've implemented in my life, and it seems to be working pretty well, and it's accountability with yourself. You hear a lot of people saying that they're in competition with themselves, and I never really understood it to the T until I started practicing this. So every day is not going to be a perfect day. I just want to be realistic with you and have you get that out of your head now. That way it just sets you up for success down the line. You lifted 200 pounds at the gym doesn't mean each day you're going to be able to do that or be able to increase that. But what matters most is the effort you put into pushing that way. Even if you can't push anymore, you're still pushing like you're having a baby and at least having the weight go up a little bit.
One more rep, baby.
And dropping again. So I measure effort. I make a T-chart, and this is going to get kind of personal. So please subscribe if you like videos like this. But I'm going to show you my accountability list, things I want to be better at, and I rate myself on a 1 to 10 effort scale.
So the x-axis is things I want to work on, and I just did it on a Google Sheet. You can do it on paper or what works best. And y-axis is the dates. For the ratings, I go on a scale of 1 to 10. It's very harsh. This is very personal, but I hope it gave you a better idea.
Why I do effort is because we can put our all into doing something, and each time the all doesn't equal like the highest result and then a higher result and a higher result. Just because we fluctuate, we're human, not every single thing is the same. Once we focus on the effort, we take our mind off of the results. When you're proud of yourself for at least putting the effort in trying, attempting to do it, you're not so focused on, oh man, I didn't do this, and you're harder on yourself, and then that's just a whole vicious cycle. Number 2 is to take ownership. I say this a lot, but it is easy to make excuses for things and have a scapegoat.
Oh, it was the environment, it was this. Oh, today I did hard work, so I deserve a break. I deserve it.
It's just a lot of these silly lies that we tell ourselves, and it's not just me, it's not just you, we all do it. And sometimes it is kind of funny looking back, like, damn, I really told myself that excuse. But we do it, it's inevitable to avoid. But how we can do it is just knowing, okay, today I didn't do my best. What can I learn from this? Instead of beating yourself up about it, because let's face it, the whole world is beating us up. We don't need to do it to ourselves. Be gentle on yourself, but push yourself enough to take accountability on those things that you want to improve. Take ownership on things that you can control. Of course, there are things that are out of control, but just shift your perspective sometimes and see, what can I improve on? Because you can't change the other person, even though the whole situation, someone else might be in the wrong, and someone else or something else or someplace else, I don't know. Just see what you can focus on in yourself. Really, that's all you can control. And if you can't control it, then yes, you have a right to be mad at yourself. But usually when you're mad at yourself, it just gives you more motivation to improve anyway. So that's not really a bad thing. But it really just depends on how you look at it. So if you're watching this and made it this far, just see how you can swap things or step out of your own mind, your own body, a different set of eyes to look at the same situation to see, okay, what can I improve on? And number 3, I know you're watching this because you're a smart overthinker. So a lot of times we do analyze the situation and see how can we prevent making this mistake again? Why did we make this mistake again? And I kind of talked about this in the beginning, so I don't want to repeat myself or go too in depth. At the end of the day, I don't want to bore you to death. That's not my goal here. So setting yourself up for success could be in the right environment. Have you noticed you work better inside of a library versus on your desk at home by your bed? Or if you know you eat late at night, maybe brush your teeth beforehand. Whatever it is, identify the trigger for whatever problem you want to solve and think of ways you could eliminate or cut out like that whole hurdle of you falling into it and trusting yourself. Because at the end of the day, of course we trust ourselves and we love ourselves. I mean, you only have one of you. Like, that's just, why do I even say stuff like that? But seriously, yes, sometimes you may feel sorry for yourself or whatever, and it may be totally accurate, yes, but also just eliminate it as much as possible by setting yourself up for success. That was one of my longest videos yet. I just want to know your feedback down below, so drop a comment. Was it too long, or did you enjoy more of this chit-chatty me? My goal here is to spread love, spread knowledge, so we can all conquer our hurdles together. So if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. I really appreciate you taking the time out today to even improve yourself. Give me a hug. Hope you're having a wonderful week, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace. Spread love.